good evening. The Barclays Premier League returns with 7 games and possibly the earliest mention on record of pointers and big moves at both ends of the table. Two Scots in the studio alongside Alan Hansen. A warm welcome to former Cardiff manager Malky McCarthy. We begin with a big game at the bottom of the table. Sunderland beat Manchester United in the League Cup semi-final, first leg in midweek, but started today 4 points adrift of safety. They faced a Fulham side just 2 points above the drop zone. Your commentator at Craven Cottage, Martin Fisher.
Wembley might be within touching distance of Sunderland in the Capital One Cup, but their Premier League plight remains desperate. Still bottom of the pile, now 4 points adrift of safety. Fulham bounced back from their horror show at Hull to beat West Ham on New Year's Day and climb out of the relegation zone. Another win this afternoon would add significant breathing space. Clint Dempsey makes his second Premier League debut for the club. He's on loan from Seattle Sounders for 2 months and scored 50 Premier League goals in his first spell here. Kellenberg and Hangeland are still out through injury. Sunderland made 2 changes to the side that started Tuesday's cup tie against Manchester United, with Adam Johnson and Jack Colback preferred to Emmanuel Giaccherini and Sebastian Larsson. Dempsey brings them forward on that left-hand side. Berbatov had carried on his run. He's got O'Shea for company and cleverly wins the corner kick off the Sunderland captain. The big discussion around these parts is whether or not Dimitar Berbatov will still be at the club come the end of the January transfer window. In goes Berbatov! Didn't get hold of it at all. Headed it down into the turf, but it's a simple stop in the end for Vito Mannone. Held forward by Senderos. Brown under no pressure, but he's lost it. Rita gobbling it up. He's got Tarrant and Berbatov. Here is Berbatov. It's another wonderful opportunity for the Fulham striker. And Brown, the most relieved man in the ground, guilty of holding on for it for too long. It's a lovely ball. Berbatov could have had a touch, if truth be told. For the moment, Fulham considerably better side. Colback showed too much of that to Dempsey, but has reclaimed possession. Dempsey has stayed down. Play continues with Adam Johnson. Fletcher and Farini wait in the centre. Johnson's lost the ball momentarily, but he's picked out Bardsley. Bardsley's shot! It came off the back of Colback, and it's a good save by Stockdale. Well, it's the closest Sunderland have come so far. There's the deflection off Colback, and Stockdale was across swiftly. Farini. Now by Sidwell. Dean right on top of that incident. Adam Johnson, probably the most skilled exponent of free kicks. He's looking for O'Shea, who's peeled round the back. O'Shea back into the box and over by Fletcher. From inside the 6-yard box, Stephen Fletcher misses the target. It's a well-rehearsed routine, this. O'Shea just disappearing behind the Fulham rear guard, back across into the mix. Fletcher lost his marker. Just 1 win for Sunderland in their last 9 games. Continued his run. Tarrant charging down on Brown. He's away from Brown. Tarrant! Great save, Mannone! And Tarrant's search for his first Fulham goal in the Premier League continues. Brown was head on toast. Terrific stop. Away from Parker. Away from Sidwell. Just clipped by Sidwell. Just as he looked to pull the trigger. Submitted some touches, but there was a touch. Johnson will settle for the free kick. Beginning to have an influence on proceedings now, Adam Johnson. Johnson weighs up the situation. Johnson curls, and Johnson scores! Stockdale got a fingertip to it, but Adam Johnson on his return to Sunderland's starting lineup in the Premier League gives Sunderland the lead. Should Stockdale have done better, I wonder, as he scampers across to try and get there, and having got both hands to it, maybe he should have kept it out. Adam Johnson, who scored against Carlisle a week ago in the FA Cup third round victory, has scored a far more important goal here today. Nicholas Poyet described this game before kick-off as not quite a cup final, more of a cup semi-final. You get his drift, it's important. Forward by Catamol. Barini will keep it in. It's a really reckless challenge by John Onorisa. Just went sliding in. He's nowhere near the ball. Yellow card for the Norwegian. Ball thinks it's got somewhat theatrical from Barini. The leap into the sky, but it was a reckless challenge. John O'Shea issuing the instructions to the taker, Adam Johnson. Remember how we rehearsed it yesterday on the training ground, Adam? O'Shea darts in. It's pulled back for Ki Sung-young, and it's goal number 2. Whatever they did on the training ground has worked. Sunderland 2-0 to the good. 5 minutes from half-time. Johnson's pullback. Ki Sung-young with a shot. Senderos might have got a touch. What matters is that it ends up in the back of David Stockdale's net. Fulham 0, Sunderland 2. Not many people saw this coming. No team has conceded more than Fulham's 44 in the season. And boy, have they got a mountain to climb. Duffel wants it on his left foot. Dinked in towards Berbatov. Dealt with by Bardsley, out as far as Sidwell. This is John Onorisa. Alonso gets the shout to turn that behind. Good spell of pressure this from Fulham. In it comes. Good delivery. And there's one back. Steve Sidwell with it. Poor marking from Sunderland. 6 minutes into the second half. Mullenstein and Wilkins Fulham are back in this one. Who was supposed to be marking him? Drifts away from Marcus Alonso and stoops to head home. It's a shocker from a Sunderland point of view. Steve Sidwell with his 5th of the season. And so far this season, when Sidwell has scored, Fulham have not lost. Just what they wanted. Just what the half-time team talk was about. Get us one back early on, and let's see what happens after that. Alonso. Barini. Best way of Sunderland hanging on to this game is probably to score a third, and Catamol's going for it. And at full stretch, Stockdale able to keep it out. Well, Catamol doesn't score goals. Only 4 in his entire career. The Jagger with time and poise to bring it down and look right for Rita. Rita with a cut back. It's the Jagger arriving. Parker looking to take over. And Sunderland somehow managed to clear their lines. Altidore. Ki Sung-young. It's a lovely return pass. Ki Sung-young's got Johnson bearing down on this right-hand side. In behind Risa Johnson! 2 goals in an afternoon for Adam Johnson. What a wonderful day on the banks of the Thames for Adam Johnson, Sunderland's forgotten man. And there's daylight again between Sunderland and Fulham. A breakaway goal. Great ball from Altidore. Even better ball from Ki Sung-young. Risa seemed to give up. And through the legs of Stockdale. Defeat of the season. Sami. Looping awkwardly for Manone. Backpedaling furiously to palm it away. This was awkward for Manone. Sami's cross coming off Bardsley. Moving quicker than he expected. Larson looking to release Altidore, who's on the shoulder of Senderos. Sunderland looking for goal number 4. This would wrap it up. Altidore goes down. Penalty given. It was clumsy from Senderos. It was a careful decision by Mike Dean, because it was a somewhat theatrical fall to the ground by Altidore, but he was definitely Adam Johnson. This to wrap up the spoils. This for a hat-trick. What a glorious day for Adam Johnson at Sunderland. Sunderland with 3 vital points in their attempt to remain a Premier League club for next season. It could not have gone much better for Sunderland. It certainly couldn't have gone much better for Adam Johnson. He scored 3 and he set up the other goal for Sunderland today. It's a day that will live long in his memory.
Win your home games, but especially against the teams around you. So we thought it was a massive opportunity missed to slide further up the table.
We done it in style. We done it with we have to do it as well. We were in a position that there is not too many games to play and we needed to win. So a very good performance today.
What about Adam Johnson? He was brilliant today, wasn't he?
So pleased for him. I said the other day he made my day. I think today he went a little bit further because it was exceptional.
I've been working.
I think
turn of the year. So I just said to myself, it's a new start now, new year, so I'll get back to playing how I used to.
With performances like that, you might be nudging Roy Hodgson the right way. It was always in the back of my mind a little bit, but I mean, I felt like the door was closing each week went by a little bit more on me, so, but you never know, I mean, stranger things have happened, and hopefully forced me way back into the squad.
A great day for him, great day for Sunderland, Malky, but he's an enigmatic soul, isn't he? He's promised so much for so long, but he's rarely delivered. He certainly did today.
He certainly did everything that was good about Sunderland today. Came through Adam. We had him at Watford on loan from Middlesbrough when he was a youngster, and he really ripped up the Championship at that point. But the confidence is needed, and I think under the last manager there was certainly a confidence problem there with him. Gus has come in. I mean, Gus is talking today about no more excuses. It's time for Adam to sit up and take his chance to go to the World Cup. He's saying here everything, set pieces, a great move here, involved in anything that was, even in his defending. And it comes back there and as I said, everything that was good about Sunderland. Beautiful set piece here again and another chance. And everything that, confidence again in the flick.
The style that Gus brought in will help him, I think.
Very much so. Adam will be seen as someone that he wants just to go and attack, and we've seen that he's, here he's actually creating as well. But this is the one where he comes inside. Was he touched there? It was minimal contact, but it